Here's a question most people never think to ask until it's too late. After 60, when life gets hard, when your body slows down, when the nights feel long, who will truly be there for you? Most of us assume the answer is family, and maybe it is. But here's what I've learned after all these years. The most reliable support in this stage of life doesn't always come from the people you love. It comes from the foundation you build inside yourself. Today I want to talk about 6 pillars that will carry you through the rest of your life, more steadily than almost anything else. Stay with me until the end, because by the time we're done, I think you'll see your life very differently. The first pillar is your financial independence. I want to tell you about a man I'll call Robert, 72 years old, hardworking his whole life. He helped his kids through school, lent money when they needed it, and never once asked for anything in return. He always figured, if something goes wrong, they'll be there for me. Then one year, a medical situation wiped out most of his savings. He turned to his children for help, and they wanted to help. But they had mortgages. They had their own kids. They were stretched thin in ways Robert never saw. Nobody failed him on purpose. Life just got complicated. That's why financial stability isn't about being wealthy. It's about being prepared. It's about having a cushion for the unexpected, a steady income you control, and a plan that doesn't depend on anyone else coming through for you. Ask yourself honestly, if something went wrong tomorrow, would you be okay? If the answer makes you uneasy, now is the time to act. Budget carefully. Reduce unnecessary risk. Protect what you've built. Because your financial foundation is one of the few things in life that will never cancel on you. The second pillar is your body. No amount of love from your family can exercise for you. No one can eat well for you. No one can slow down the clock on your behalf. Your health is entirely in your hands, and that's actually empowering once you accept it. I think of a man named Carl. After he retired, he told himself he'd get back into shape eventually. Months passed. Then a year, his energy dropped. Simple tasks became difficult. His kids visited when they could, but they couldn't be there every day. And Carl realized something important. If he wanted to keep his independence, he had to choose it. Not someday, now. You don't need to run marathons, but moving your body every day, eating in a way that gives you energy rather than taking it, and staying on top of your health before small problems become big ones. This is what keeps you free. Every healthy choice you make today is a gift to the version of you that's 5 or 10 years down the road. The third pillar is the people in your life, not just family, but genuine connection. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Loneliness after 60 isn't just uncomfortable. Studies have consistently linked it to faster cognitive decline, weakened immunity, and shorter life. It is a health issue as real as any physical condition. And yet so many people in this stage of life slowly withdraw. Friends drift away, loved ones pass on. And without realizing it, family becomes the only source of human connection, which puts an unfair weight on them and leaves you vulnerable when they can't show up. I think of a woman named Margaret. Her 2 sons loved her deeply. But as the years went by, their visits grew shorter and their calls less frequent. Not because they stopped caring, but because life moves fast when you're raising children and building a career. Margaret decided to stop waiting. She reached out to old friends. She joined a community group. She said yes to things that felt a little uncomfortable at first. And slowly her world opened back up. You deserve that too. Not just family, but a circle of people who bring energy into your life, who check on you, who make you laugh. Start building that now while it's easy, because connection is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The fourth pillar is something no one else can hand you, a reason to get up in the morning. After 60, the roles that used to define you start to shift. The career winds down, the children need you less, the pace of life slows. And if you're not careful, it's easy to start feeling invisible, unneeded. Like the most meaningful chapters are already behind you. I want to tell you about George, a retired engineer who spent his whole career solving problems. When he stopped working, he thought he'd enjoy the rest. But after a few months, restlessness crept in. His kids visited occasionally, but they couldn't fill that empty space inside him. So George started volunteering at a local school, teaching kids how to build things with their hands. Almost immediately, something in him came alive again. He had somewhere to be, someone who needed what only he could give. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be real. A garden you tend, a skill you're learning, a person you mentor, a goal you're working toward. Whatever makes you feel like you are still growing, still contributing, still here for a reason. Because the truth is, your purpose didn't expire when you turned 60. It just changed shape. And finding that new shape might be one of the most important things you do in this season of life. The fifth pillar is the one that holds all the others together, your inner strength. Life after 60 doesn't stop being hard. It just gets hard in different ways. Grief finds you more often. Health scares become more real. The people you've leaned on for decades aren't always there anymore. And as much as your family loves you, they have their own pain, their own stress, their own limitations. They cannot always be the emotional anchor you need, which means that anchor has to live inside you. I think of a woman named Helen. She lost her husband of 40 years and leaned heavily on her children at first. But over time, she saw the weight it put on them, and she made a decision. She found a support group. She began writing in a journal every evening. She practiced sitting with difficult emotions instead of running from them. And what she discovered surprised her. She didn't need someone to fix her pain. She was stronger than she realized. Emotional resilience isn't pretending everything is fine. It's knowing that you can feel something deeply and still find your footing again. It's having practices, whether that's prayer, reflection, therapy, or simply a long walk, that bring you back to yourself when life knocks you sideways. The more you build that inner steadiness, the less you need the world around you to stay perfectly still in order for you to be okay. The sixth pillar is perhaps the most underrated of all. The willingness to change. The people who struggle most in later life are often the ones who hold too tightly to how things used to be. The friendships that looked a certain way. The routines that no longer fit. The version of themselves that existed 20 years ago. But the people who truly thrive, they stay curious. They stay open. When one door closes, they look for another way forward. I think of a man named Frank, almost 80 years old. Most of his closest friends had either moved away or passed on. And for a while, he felt like that chapter of his life was simply over. But instead of accepting that, he adapted. He learned to video call. He joined an online discussion group around a topic he loved. He made new friends in his 70s, people he never would have met if he'd stayed stuck. Adapting doesn't mean giving up who you are. It means trusting that who you are is capable of more than you've already done. Every stage of life offers something new, but only to those willing to reach for it. So here's what I want you to hold on to from today. Your financial stability means you never have to depend on someone else to get by. Your health means you keep your freedom. Your social circle means you never have to face life alone. Your sense of purpose means your best days are not behind you. Your emotional resilience means you can weather whatever comes. And your ability to adapt means no closed door gets the final word. Build these 6 things and you will have a foundation that does not crack under pressure. You won't have to wait for someone to rescue you, because you will have already built something worth standing on. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If something here stayed with you, leave a comment and let me know which pillar matters most to you right now. I read everything you share, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Every week I come back with something I hope makes this stage of life feel a little clearer, a little lighter, and a little more worth showing up for. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.